Now I'm going to show y'all how to ice a cake and make the icing really smooth. Here I have my round cake. It's got the crumb coating on it, which has been sitting for a while, so it's dry. It's best to use a spatula which is long with a flat edge in order to make the sides of the cake really smooth, and the top too. Your icing, you want it to be really soft. If it's too thick, it's going to be hard to spread. So basically, just get some icing on your spatula and apply it to the cake and move like a side-to-side motion in order to smooth the frosting out. And simply do this across the whole cake until you have the sides completely covered. You want to make sure that the icing is a little above the top of the cake so that when you ice the top, that it'll match to the sides of the cake. So just turn the cake as you need to and make sure you put plenty of frosting on in order to cover everything evenly. And you may have to go over it 1 or 2 times in order to smooth everything out. And it takes a little bit of time to get the technique down and to make it look really smooth. But with the right tools and the right frosting, it's not too bad. Right now I have the sides all iced, so what you can do now is just hold the blade at one point and just kind of turn it, or you can turn the cake or move your spatula, whichever, and just try to go around the whole thing in order to get the sides really smooth. And once you've done that, just get more icing and cover the top. You might want to do it in spots, like put a blob of icing in one area and then smooth it over. And cover the top completely. And once you've done that, once again you can use your spatula to smooth it over. It helps when you turn the cake too, so that you can get at different angles. Once you've done this, you might want to go around the sides a little bit more because the icing will be hanging over. So you can do this and work on it until it's pretty smooth. And then it helps to get some hot water. This helps smooth the icing over even more, and it'll get rid of the little lines that you can't get rid of by just icing it. So if you just submerge your spatula in some hot water, heat it up a little while. Make sure you shake off the excess water. Then you can just apply it very lightly to the surface of the icing in order to smooth it out. So now the cake is completely iced. As you can see, I made the edges smooth and the top smooth. If you can't get the corners to look really good, that's okay because they're going to be covered up anyways with the border. So now it's time to decorate it. And I'm going to put a bottom and a top border on it by using a star tip. This is tip number 18. And basically all you have to do is put the tip on the board right by the base of the cake, apply pressure while holding it still, and then gradually release pressure as you pull it away. And then stop pressure completely in order to pull the tip away from the icing. And continue to do this all around the base of the cake. The same applies for the top. Just apply heavy pressure, gradually releasing pressure until you stop and pull away. Here is the completed product. As you can see, I added some roses and some leaves, which are made out of fondant, and some dots around the middle just to add a little bit of decoration. You could do anything when you decorate cakes. You could write on it, you could put the roses in the center of the cake, you could do different decorations on the side, or just leave it plain. But this is just one of the options of something you could do.